Byrdgang 2.0.
Yeah, out there.
Byrdgang 2.0.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. We got to start submitting people's place in history, Heather B.
You already know, I know that.
You already know that, right? We got to start submitting their place in history. When the man came in this morning, I compared him to Berry Gordy. I had to, because Berry Gordy was very instrumental in creating a blueprint for a lot of legendary, iconic artists to succeed and to, through longevity, now become icons. That's what Berry Gordy did when he worked with Smokey Robinson, when he worked with the Temptations, when he worked with the Supremes. All of these different artists who were independent fledgling artists at one point that Berry Gordy took into Hitsville, USA, and helped create the music business as we know it today.
Right.
Now, I seen the same thing. I seen the same parallel with VO Records, where this man who does not have to do it often reaches out to independent artists. Sometimes he gives away distribution deals. He might DM you. You may not think it's real. I've seen him do it over and over and over again, even when he didn't have to. I want to say salute to this brother. We go way, way back.
Thank you.
We go way, way back. I'm going to salute you and celebrate you today, brother, for what you've accomplished. That Byrdgang, man, Dipset, everything you done up until this point, man. Salute to you. The one and only Jim Jones is back in the building, man. He got up this morning. Jim got up. Jim don't get up this early. Shit. He doesn't get up this early.
That's a fact. I dread it.
I know. You got a job to do.
What's the natural time that you wake up in the morning?
In the morning?
Yeah.
He said, what's
in the
that?
afternoon. What time you wake up?
He said you might
I go to the gym at 2 o'clock, so I get up for 2 o'clock.
Wow.
And I go
A.M.?
to the gym. 2 o'clock.
Shut up.
Oh.
I mean, I don't get home
Yeah.
to 5, 6 in the morning. So my shift is at night, so I gotta get my 6 to 8 hours beauty sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then,
Get the skin right.
yes, we gotta get our sleep. They say vampires don't sleep, but we do sleep.
I think I sleep like 4 hours a day. That's it.
Stop that.
No.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really be.
My days of that is over.
Now, what up, man? Let me introduce these MCs, man. One of them I've been seeing him around for quite some time, for some years, putting it down, rocking with my family, P, Charlie Clips. He's done a lot of great work, put together some bangers, Benny the Butcher. He's done a lot of different work. Hey, we got him up here today. He's shining more than Michael Jackson right now. Give it up for Dyce Payso.
Yeah.
No, Payso, man. Dyce Payso. What up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Man, look at the fuck is on your finger. What is this?
Is that
Is that a glacier?
Byrdgang full spread. Know what I mean?
What is this? Look, can I read your? This sounds crazy, but I gotta read your chest right now, bro. What is this? Okay, Boss Bread Brothers, right? Yeah, okay. Byrdgang.
Peso Blanco.
Yeah. Okay.
He getting some money out here.
Yo, Jim, it don't look like he's struggling at all. You're not a struggling artist. You're not.
Nah. I'm not D1.
What was what did he say?
He not D1. He said.
I don't work for Uber.
He said what?
I ain't D1. I don't work for Uber.
He said D1. We already there, huh?
Try to look like him, Sway. You know?
Is that why you brought this? Come on, man. Don't make fun of the guy, man.
I try to look like him, but
Don't do that.
All he said was,
This look good,
we could do, Jim, what did you think? You saw the
We have what he said.
D2.
What did he say?
look, King, look.
He look like he got drafted for D4 basketball, right?
Not
These
you
dudes.
good people.
But what about what he said, though? Is there any credence to is there any credence to what he said about that?
I don't care about what he said.
Okay.
That boy don't know me. I know his trick. You know, you're using my name for fame, it's all good, but you don't know me. You don't know nothing about my life. I do more in 1 month for people than he'll ever do in his whole life. Mm-hmm. You heard?
Yeah.
Like I really give back to the people. I don't care about none of the rhetoric he talking about. I grew up in the church. You're not gonna do none of that to me. But I really do a lot for the people.
Mm-hmm. He talked about lyrics.
I don't care about none of that.
Okay.
In real life, I do a lot for the people. Now let's line up to the statistics. You talking or you doing? You heard? You talk a good one. What have you done?
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People I watch get killed that I grew up as my friends and things like that. I don't get scared straight. I stand up stronger and fight for my people and do for my people every single day. Miss me with the rhetoric about what I do in my music. I get money off my music. Don't tell me how to make my dollars. But what I do for the people, from my heart, can't nobody tell me about at all. And I've been doing it since I got in this game, even before I got in this game. When I was buying my dudes, my close ones, long john shirts and Scully hats because we didn't have no money on Christmas. And that was the Christmas gift. You heard? For everybody.
Talk about it.
Them Christmas gifts then turn even to way bigger things, but that's not what we hear about. I don't like to hear people mention my name, especially when you don't know me. Because that's very touchy.
Yeah.
You gotta watch whose names you mentioning out here. You heard?
Yeah.
Because my little cousin might not like how you mention my name. You heard? And then he might want to slap a dread out your head just because he don't understand that you using my name for fame and he don't understand that.
Yeah.
There's a certain way to go about certain things when you're using certain people's names. I'm not promoting violence.
Right.
You heard?
Say that.
I'm just saying that when you do certain things, it's a reaction for every action.
Yeah.
And you don't know who loves me to the death that they don't want to hear nobody mention my name in no type of ill light on no type of social media or anywhere like that. You heard? I got a family, right? He got a family. Right? He wouldn't want nobody mentioning his name in no ill light. Now, if you want to have a conversation, there was a way to go about doing that.
What's the best way?
It's out now. It ain't no best way to have a conversation. He got to see me when he see me now.
Okay.
You heard?
If he reached out.
He had the chance. He could have reached out. That avenue of talking to me is out.
That's out.
You heard?
Yeah.
I would have loved to have a conversation with that young man to enlighten him on certain things when he was mentioning my name. I had the same conversation with Farrakhan.
How did that go?
He summoned me for saying his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
If you know now what you're talking about, young man, let me school you to what you're doing. You heard? And he told me I once said things about certain people that I wish that I didn't as I got older.
That's what the honorable
Farrakhan said to
Minister Louis Farrakhan.
After schooling me to a whole bunch of other things that he was schooling to me at that time when I had that meeting, he opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Would you be open to a conversation?
No.
Prior. I'm talking about like if an artist wanted to talk to you.
100%. Yeah. He got in touch with me, somebody to call me like, yo, I got this kid want to have a conversation with you. We think it's very important and shit like that. And yeah, we have a conversation. And afterwards, you have a conversation. You can tell people about the conversation we had and where it went. You heard? But I don't think he went about it the right way, especially not talking about like people like Rick Ross and Meek Mills and the platforms that they have that they've been helping people with. Like, I watched Meek Mill go through so much shit in this industry, including going back and forth to jail numerous amounts of times because whatever was going on with was in Philly and things like that. And on top of that, he came back out on top like a champion and started to do things for others that can't afford to help themselves in these type of situations. How could you ever talk bad about people that's doing these type of things? If you want to have a conversation with them, have a conversation with them. You talking about Rick Ross. Rick Ross has helped so many people and put so many people on how to become a businessman, how to become a business owner. I watch him share that wealth. I watch him share that game. Like, I admire the way he hustles. I see where he goes. That boy don't let no money slide. Like, these are people you should look at and you could see by the example that we've been setting. Okay, yeah, our music is rough. Yeah, we grew up in rough places. So when we talking about these rough places, we talking about things that we went through so you don't have to go through it. You heard? A simple person could understand that. We're not glorifying what we're talking about. These are things that we really went through. And yeah, it is music. So in a bit of music, you do get you get what you get, you heard? But we're still in the entertainment business. And if you listen to any of my music is heavy on the spiritual side from the moment I made an album on my way to church. If you know anything about me. And I've been battling with my demons and my sins from the moment I've been born. So how you dare you talk about another person that's really trying to help people out here and help themselves at the same time? And you don't know my story. Nor do you know what the message that I'm preaching out here. So you dig? And I don't even want. I'm mad I even gave this any floor because now he's gonna have a chance to go back and forth because I don't really care. You heard?
Okay.
But miss me with the bullshit. You heard? When you see me, keep your hand down. You heard? Where you from? New Orleans? Don't play with me like that. People from New Orleans already called me. You heard? You preacher, get out of here.
I'm told to.
What was that, King?
He told?
Yeah, he told.
So we ain't gonna get into
I got
that.
the message.
I just
No,
want to hear
no,
him
no,
up. We
okay.
can snap on him.
Yeah, of course.
Like he sell incense
We
all day.
got other things we could go. But listen, I'll say this.
He look like he sell chew sticks on 2/5 by the 4 train.
Come on, let's not do that. Come on, Jim.
It's cool.
No, but listen, what I'm saying is, I'm glad you addressed
Bro,
it.
he's not.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
let's not even talk about him. I
Okay.
don't even know him. I
Let's
don't know
move
where he's
on.
at. I don't
But-
really care about him. He's a figment of my imagination. Like, he's really nothing. I only mention that because he mentioned my name for fame, and you don't know nothing about me, or do you know my story? And we don't know nothing about you, young man. So for you to try to get in the game that way is wild. You heard?
Well, let me say
I've
this.
seen people reprimanded for less. I promise you that.
I just
niggas will wrinkle your shirt for way less than that.
yeah.
You heard?
I will say he's been putting in work for years.
Yeah.
And he's been all over the country. He talks to kids.
Obviously, obviously not working for him because he's using other people's name. If he was doing something from his heart, he shouldn't use nobody else's name. If you've been outside doing that work,
yeah.
then you didn't need to mention my name. Do your work.
That's it. I don't want to go back and forth. I just want y'all to know he's done work. He does work in a different area.
All right, keep doing work. You heard?
Okay.
Leave me out of that. You heard? I promise you, leave me out of that. I'm scared for anybody that bothers me. I don't want no problem. I don't want no drama. I don't want you to mention my name because I don't want no drama. I don't want to get an attitude because you mentioned my name for no reason. I don't even want to get into that.
Okay.
Y'all know I start glitching and shit like that. You heard?
I see you moving your phone.
Somebody pray for that young man. You heard? For real.
I'm gonna pray for everybody too.
Put your hands on him and pray for him. He needs
Jim,
prayer.
you got OCD, man. Look at
Got me glitching in here. You heard?
Nah, but you just gotta. If that's your lane, push your lane. You ain't gotta use nobody's name though. I'm saying if I'm doing something in my lane, I'm not gonna say, well, this person need to do this. Nah, I'm doing it.
That's
Show
King
me your
Streetz.
rent roll. Show me what you ever done for somebody that was down on their luck and needed some help with their rent. Show me your food roll. Show me how many people you feed during the week. Show me something, bro. Show me something, bro. You better go to my hood and ask what I do for my people in my neighborhood, bro. And I just do what I from the heart. You got me very upset about this, bro. Let me know what you do besides preaching to the people, bro. You heard? When you want to do something positive and do something for the people instead of talking, holla at me, bro. Y'all got me up here early in the morning.
This gonna make his day, though. You ain't gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. This gonna
got
make
me
his day.
fidgeting and shit like that.
Jim Jones, man. Give that man a round of applause, man. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you speaking your truth. You know, that's important. And I just never knew you had OCD, man. I didn't know. All right, and we here to celebrate this new project that's out now. Jim Jones, he didn't come along. He brought Dyce Payso with us. And he also brought King Streetz, who's no stranger to the game.
Yes, sir.
Far Rockaway?
Oh, yeah, to the death.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, was this happening at the time you came to the show last time?
Yeah, it was. I had the chain on it no last.
It's been happening.
It's been happening. It's been going on.
How did you find
years.
King Streetz?
I didn't. My young brother Black found King Streetz. But King is from the same neighborhood as Stack Bundles and things like that. You heard?
Okay.
So when Black started doing business with him, it was like self-explanatory. But I watched King for a few years as he got his music together, started getting his cadence together, started going ape shit. Right now, I don't really think there's nobody that really could deal with him when it comes to the mic, and I mean it wholeheartedly. If y'all want to put your money up, you want to put your label advance up, a label want to come put an artist up, y'all want to do this on pay-per-view, however y'all want to do it, y'all want me to bring 100,000 in cash down, you know what y'all want to do, y'all want to make it 200 cash, y'all want to make it 250, I'm putting the house up on them 100%, you heard? So whatever y'all want to do, holla at us. We could do it right now after this. If you're looking at this, we ready right now if you want. You heard, champ? As soon as we leave out of here, y'all can come downstairs, be downstairs with the bag of money, and we could do it.
Damn. All right.
It's like that.
Covered everything, all the bases. What do you look for? Do you look for a spitter, like somebody, a ferocious MC, or someone who can make songs, like as a CEO?
There's so many different variables I look for in the artist. The artist could just be stylish. I could just like he could just be like, oh no, he got a hell of an aesthetic, and if that's his aesthetic, it might work for him. We might go put some music behind you and things like that. That's being honest. But for the most part, of course, we look for the person that has the illest rhymes and things like that. But I just look for a dope artist, man. At the end of the day, There's so many variables, like I said. Like sometimes it might just be the way they make music. Sometimes they got. I can't necessarily pinpoint it, but I know I can tell you who a star is. I know I can tell you who is nasty at rapping. I know I can tell you a lot about a person when it comes to music. I'm very good at that, and what I've seen in Keen is something that we don't see anymore.
Yeah.
In this music industry, in this climate right now, and not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not seen as much as it was when we was coming up. We came up in a day where these rap lyrics were everything, and you had to have a pocket full of them in case you bumped into a crowd.
That's right. Come on, that's some hip hop shit. Yeah.
These artists nowadays, they don't go through that, and you know things change. So I can't shun them or talk bad about them for not having that aspect of the rap game. But when I do find artists who do have that, oh, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like Keen, like Payso. Like I've been working with Payso for 8 years.
Yeah.
He started by getting features from me. He brought like 3 features from me before I really started to really be like, oh, this kid is serious. He's serious, more serious than most people that I've seen trying to attack their goals and their dreams and things like that. And he's relentless when it comes to making music, putting music out. He's very smart when it comes to marketing and promo. He's a very smart businessman, as he helped me do the whole Byrdgang 2.0 album. Like, we wouldn't have had it if he didn't put it in the air. And he was just like, man, I grew up on this. I think that we should do Byrdgang over. Like, it's a whole new generation of hustlers out here, a whole new generation of niggas that's getting it just like y'all used to get it. And I think it would be dope and it'd be an honor. I was like, well, the music has to reflect
the legacy almost.
The legacy, you heard? It gotta sound like it, because it's not just about me. It's people that paved the way before you that came that really put their life on the line to make that Byrdgang music when we first started, and everybody knows what I mean. Like, it was, you heard? So to be able to revisit that page, it was a lot that circles around it. Very emotional. I done lost a lot of close friends in the midst of the whole Byrdgang thing. Shouts to Stack Bundles. Shouts to
Round of applause.
Bang. Shout out to just a lot of soldiers that I lost in the midst of making this music and doing that Byrdgang era. That was very instrumental to my life. So to be able to do it again and feel comfortable and have a group of artists that I love their energy. They drive me crazy every day, but the energy is good. I got a group chat with all my artists on it that are so retarded. I can't even.
How many people in that group chat?
I can't even breathe.
Like
sometimes.
20 people. So,
yeah, that's a deep group chat.
Oh man.
Dyce Payso, let me ask you this, because you have been putting it in for a long time, and you sometimes you hear about these collaborative relationships, like somebody like a Jim who's been already established to work with artists, but you don't know what that person is actually doing for an artist, especially an artist like you who stands on his own too. So how does this dynamic, what do you see working with Jim that maybe others don't get? Like, how has he elevated your career?
I mean, just the knowledge. I mean, the knowledge and telling me to have patience. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't had patience before. So just the knowledge and just the love. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't about the money, ain't about, that's like just my big bro. You feel me? Like, if we ain't rap now, we still gonna be close. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a family thing. You feel me? Motivation.
Yeah. And then and you got a lot of stuff on your neck right now.
That's
man.
motivation. That's what cop. Every time he get a chain, I'll go get one.
I don't got no chains.
Every time he go get one, I go get one. You feel me? I gotta look good on camera too.
No, I can't put jewelry on.
I gotta look good on camera too.
I'm not mad at that. You ever lose a battle?
A battle with what?
Any of y'all? King, you never?
Battle?
What kind of battle?
I lost a couple of
fights.
I love these guys, man. The Dyce didn't even look. He didn't even bother responding to that. As an MC.
Person, I never battled.
Oh, no, I ain't never do that battle.
I'm a competitive person.
I mean, coming up, I had like, you know, I started like that. You couldn't come outside unless you was really, really good. Especially where I'm from. My older niggas, they was like, yo, go upstairs, man. Go through that shit over, man. That shit was weak. But it gave you that, you know what I'm saying? It gave you that push to want to do it more. It took me about 6 months to come outside and say one rap. Like,
wow.
Because I seen what they was doing the other thing. I'm like, I got to make sure it's right.
I wanted to be a single first. I ain't want to rap.
Really?
Yeah. I just want to be like Usher and all that. You know what I mean? I used to like the way the girls. I'm being for real. Like, I wanted to be a singer first.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. I think all rappers want to be singers though.
That can't sing though.
And now the singers want to rap.
Watching the Jackson 5.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. R&B lit, man.
Yo, Dyce, go ahead, give us
my mom used to have me
man.
watching the Jackson 5, and I used to see how they.
I couldn't get my
You couldn't do the body work.
You halfway there, Jim.
Couldn't do the worm.
That's serious.
Yo, Dyce, let me hear something, man. Let me hear your voice.
Yeah.
Your singing voice.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, come on, acapella.
You got it, man.
Yeah, you don't hear me on the Byrdgang album trying like, I mean, I got the little harmony and all that. Like I write R&B though.
You got a good hairline for R&B.
All right.
Oh, yo, put your head.
And I write a lot of R&B too though.
We believe in you, Dyce. Let's hear those pipes.
I write like R&B too. I write R&B music and all that.
Right, go sing something.
Nah, I can't do that live right here. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't
That's
gonna
what
write
happened,
like
Dyce.
that.
Dyce, your first time with me, right?
Yeah,
It's
right.
your first time with me, dog. You gotta do
Yeah,
so. You
do
gotta
that.
pay dues, bro.
Yeah.
So
Gotta pay your rent.
some shit on this shit here.
You got it bad.
Yeah, Keith.
Let me ask you about
Yeah.
that song that we just played too, Don Julio, which is kind of like a sound Afrobeat to me, right?
Yeah.
And Jim said you guys worked together on the project. What was it? What was the concept? Like, what was the thread? What kind of thing was it? Just to show off?
He be drinking Don Julio
Yeah,
all the
facts.
time.
Okay.
And he made a song about his favorite drink.
That's it, huh?
You know what it really is though? And the clubs, all the females want Don Julio now.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's
And that bottle's like 500.
Yo,
So
okay.
if you getting Don Julio, she
yeah,
might go home with
that's
you.
a top. That's a top dog.
For
bottle.
real.
Shouts to Melly.
If you get Casamigos, she might not. But if you
Yeah,
get Don Julio, she staying with you all night.
She might turn Casamigos down.
Yeah,
Terrible.
So it's like Don Julio. That's that.
Yeah.
That's that new
But
wave.
shouts to Melly, man. Melly's on the record, man.
Melly's on that
Yeah, shout to
record as
Melly.
well. That's a great record. Uda Prayer as well.
Yeah.
Ooter. Shouts to all my Ooters out there. Ooh, ooh. You already know.
Uda. Am I missing this? Jim, don't look at me like that if I don't know what Uda means.
Oh man,
Ooter.
it sound like what it sound like. Well, shouts to all my Ooters out there, man. My young boy Dilla, my young boy Zusi 34. They was the first person years ago I heard start using that terminology, and then they got a little group called the Ooters, and they make some very incredible music. Shouts to Zusi, super stupid talented. We got some heat, but yeah, shouts to all the Ooters, all my Ooters in Queens and the South Side.
Yeah.
They know what I'm talking about. You young boys, stay cool out there. You heard? Yeah. Go to school. Go do something positive today, man. Go try to get a job or something.
I like that.
That's a fact.
Try to get a job. This is what I want to do, man. Dyce, I was honored when your name showed up on the marquee. I was like, man, Dyce Payso's about to come up here. Jim Jones is up. Jim's family. You know, Jim been solid to me as far as I'm concerned from day one. Never had a waiver of doubt or, or apprehension when it comes to this man, and not just who he is out of the booth, but who he is as a music guy, right? Jim, I give you credit for really being one of those people who put a lot of independent artists on, and I know you ain't making a lot of money off of them. That ain't what it's about.
Nah,
He about to.
yeah.
We think we sit here for nothing.
Okay, well, what you sitting here for, King
we saying
Streetz?
to get these M's,
Let's
man.
get it, man. Let's
Come
start
on,
with,
play
well,
them
you know,
games,
last time you were here, you were with John Baptiste.
Yeah, man, that was legendary.
That
man.
wasn't that some
That
fucking
was
legendary
legendary,
shit?
man. I ain't gonna
Nigga,
lie.
come on, round of applause for that.
Nah, I like that show too.
You saw that,
I
Dyce.
like that.
Yeah, come on, Grammy Award winner.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
You
lie.
was in a whole nother room
I
back
ain't know
then.
what I ain't even know what I was walking into, to be honest.
You know what you walking into today?
Hey,
I mean, I'm always prepared, so I don't really care.
Yeah,
Walking
What?
into the
Whoa.
valley of the hyena. You know where you at? DP.
yo, he's
Yeah, but that was a beautiful thing, man. The band, I never did it before. You know, I adapted quick, and it was lit. Then they shout out to them too, because they invited me to the show, and we did the same thing we did on your show
With
at
John
their
Baptiste,
show.
right?
Yeah.
You see that, Jim?
Yeah,
Jim, you
from
might have to put me on, artist development or something. Come on, man. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
they had a I didn't know who he was. No disrespect.
Nah.
I didn't know who he was before that. So when the crazy part was I seen the
didn't know
clip.
who D1 was before that.
I told you he took me home one day, bro.
Damn, he brought it all the way back around. He's
Yeah.
glitching. He's glitching. He's glitching.
But nah. But the crazy part is I seen a clip with him and Wayne surfacing. but I didn't know who he was. The clip with him and
John
Lil Wayne,
Baptiste, yeah.
It was surfacing, but I didn't know who he was. So I'm like, that's fire. So when we got here and I seen him, I'm like, hey, he looked familiar, but I can't get it. Then after we went and all that, I'm like, oh, that's the dude. And then he kept in contact, and then 2 days later, the next day he hit us, but they had a show 2 days later. And they was like, I want y'all to come do the same thing I did on Sway at the show. And the show was incredible.
See, that was just, I knew you didn't know what you was walking into.
Thanks for the alley-oop.
We like Jim. Hey, you come here, it's like Jim Jones.
Shout out to John Baptiste.
Yeah.
Word. He
it was an alley-oop like a motherfucker.
Yo, he walked. I was telling Jim when I got back, I said, yo, this nigga took the crowd outside and performed. He left the stage, went in the crowd, and went outside.
He like, nah, Jim, this shit was different.
Yo, I ain't never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? People go in the crowd, that's cool. I'm talking about taking the whole crowd with you outside. I never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, man.
That was crazy.
That's what we do here. Sway the morning, have to beat Tracy G.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what else sucks, Sway? Yeah. Cabo got my biggest feature right now. Like, I always wanted as a child. You know what I mean? With Fat Joe.
Well,
yeah, so like, I mean, Cabo, he made that happen. He made it. Cabo and Rose, he made that happen.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, he made dreams come true.
Yeah, and Joe shot the video. He dropped this Friday.
Shouts to Joe.
Shout to Fat Joe, yeah.
Cabo
me and Fat Joe from the same hood. You feel me? From the Bronx, from the same hood. So like
the biggest.
That's a legend for you,
yeah,
right?
So like, you know what that's gonna do for me for the hood. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Damn.
What's it called?
It's called South Bronx.
Part 2.
Perfect.
Everything is 2.0 around here.
I love it.
Bringing it back.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Fat Joe for doing that too.
All right, hey man. So you know what I like, man. You know what
Yeah.
You know what it is, right?
Hey, yo.
Dice.
Hey.
That did sound crazy. That sound crazy.
That you a legend? I ain't want to get you.
Okay, King.
Crazy.
Yo, I ain't want to say you.
That you a legend? Nah.
That's funny. I'm glad I could laugh at shit like that. That don't bother me, King. Go ahead,
I know. Nah.
I'll take you behind the scenes, brother. You won't have no doubt.
Oh, Jesus. Keep going.
Easy, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, we gonna chat.
Relax.
You the legend. You the legend. We can't do that.
Stop, man. Stop.
You the legend.
You can't say shit no more.
You can't.
Damn.
You can't.
Non-verbal communication.
All right, I won't say nothing else, but welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas. BB, drop a beat on them. Dice, you first to rock.
Let's get it.
Byrdgang in the building. You heard 2.0 right now.
Maybach music. I like this Maybach music.
The mic's right for me, Torey.
What?
Just turn up Dice mic.
Yeah.
I don't want no interference with this.
At all.
Turn that music up a little, too, man.
No way out. It feel like I'm trapped in the streets. I was taught to pull out and clap if I reach. Just that Byrdgang music. Grams on mother plate. I just got some other money in another state. It was bagging, we was chopping, we was selling. Nigga, you was begging, you was copping, you was telling.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Ain't no love in the streets if you cross me. And she ain't been the same since she lost me. God got me, you know me. I be blessed up, foreign jewels, blink, blink jewels. I be dressed up, I don't even like her like that. I just text her, she had when my bitch ain't there. She just extra. Yeah, my name buzzing, people watching me.
What else?
Drug calls, gotta chill, these people watching me. Byrdgang back, yo, Jim, it did a lot for me. So we gon' get these blue faces if you rock with me, right? Fuck boy, I got my bag right. Plugged through it twice in a day, I had the bag twice.
Yeah.
I'ma fuck this bitch again to make her mad twice.
Facts.
I told that bitch she lucky if she had Dice.
Out my spot, they try to trick me out. Mama love was short up on the rent, try to kick me out. They were trying to ball these hating niggas, try to sit me out. Remember when they put me in the lineup, tried to pick me out. Hottest in the city, cause my hood said it. Get a sandwich off the EBT, that's like hood debit. Kill moms and try to squash the beef, wish I would dead it. BMW, the 850, it got good credit. You can see the hunger in my face. DMV, I was putting numbers on the plate. To see it in their eyes, I know these suckers wanna hate. Cause we getting more money, that ain't nothing, no debate, nigga. We was cutting nose, we ain't cuffing nose. We was cutting nose, leaving fiends with a stuffy nose. They know me for counting money, fucking hoes, my bitches, other niggas' bitches, got a couple those. Remember way back, this is payback. Slide through, probably in the Bentley or the Maybach. Nigga, if you know that bitch died, you can't say that. Chains on, hopping out the whip, I brought the slaves back. Wait, I wanna keep going?
Keep going, man. Hopping out the whip, I brought the slaves back.
Oh, no.
Oh man, I said being gangster with no. Oh, you want to go?
I'm gonna do a hook, King.
Go. Let's go.
You want what? Cause I'm squeezing.
Let's go.
That 4-4, leaving you bleeding. On my side, we shoot for no reason. We take away you breathing. They see you scheming.
Yeah.
What's
I
up?
said being gangster with no money, it gotta hurt. But you trying to be the realest broke nigga? How that work? Gotta keep that money rolling like it's on a perk. Where I'm from, for that paper there, put you on a shirt.
Right.
When they cross me, you ain't move. I took losses, you ain't lose. But I wasn't on my feet, you wasn't walking in them shoes. See a nigga winning, now they think they won. I'm confused. When a nigga lit, then they try shooting up your fuse. I asked God to remove the fake. My homie's missing. Then I said reveal the snakes, my homie hissing. I knew I heard that sound before, but I ain't listen. Loyalty, I had you falling for shit. Yeah, I was tripping and keep thinking that your money is longer. It probably ain't. If I show you niggas one of my stashes, you probably faint. You can't mix the money with beef. That's how you think? That's like trying to take street credit inside the bank. It's like waiting to die, and they running kind of fast. One thing about them hearses, they ain't running out of gas. I'm probably in some shit that costs 100,000 cash. Niggas bread must not last because they running out of. The internet got niggas crashing out. Like they don't see all the time the judge passing out. I see the nigga get a dime and started passing out. He wasn't really built for the streets. What was that about? He got a charge and went up north and then they maxed him out. You can't really trust your homies. What's the facts about? Damn. Watch them niggas that'll call you to come and put in some work, but never call you when they cashing out. Sway, I had to pack in my jeans. Hunted so long, I had to sleep in the trap and took naps by the fiends. Stood over the stove and cooked crack by the fiends. Spent so much money, I gotta rap about the fiends. What you know? Posted like a newsstand for it. Had them lined up like it's boot camp for it. The work was so good, needed 2 stamps for it. When they check done, I come and sell they food stamps.
That's facts.
Come on, man, come on. We make
Byrdgang.
Dyce Payso. Jim
Let me know if you downstairs. If you downstairs with that money right now, let me know, because we about to come out the building.
You know we don't stop.
If you want to do it.
You know we don't stop.
Come on, Byrdgang 2.0.
We in the building.
Jim Jones presents Byrdgang 2.0. Give him a big round of applause. Ain't seen my family in a long time, Jim. Good to have you up on the show, brother.
Big Byrdgang shit.
Come on.
Well, shout out to Sway the Morning.
Nah, big shout out to Sway, man. I ain't gonna lie, Sway.
Love.
Yes,
You know, every time I
time.
see you, I gotta give you your flowers.
For all these years, all the work you put in.
Facts.
You heard?
Thank
Facts.
you.
Years and years and years.
Yes.
I got it.
From the 90s. When I met you,
90s. Yeah, the 90s, bro. Yo, I got pictures of us in L.A.
That is wild.
at the 92.3 The Beat.
That is wild.
Like 90, mid-90s.
Yeah. You realize we've been around since the 1900s, the late 1900s, right?
That's crazy. It sounds crazy, man. But, hey, it's something to be said, because if you think about who we were at that time and who we are now and what we've accomplished since that, like, me and this dude go back. If I wish I could pull out the pictures, you know,
I seen it though. You know, we seen it online.
Yeah, so it's just always
It's crazy.
great. And
Sway moved across the street from the projects. He was different, bro.
yeah, man. Yeah,
I used to hear about
I got
that.
gained all respect for him. Like,
I used to hear about that.
So you 50-50 from the hood.
nah, he
Stop
definitely
playing, kid. Listen,
he
man.
lived across the street from me. You heard?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Sway was good.
Like literally,
around,
like I
walking
could touch his building. Like literally, like right there. He might be walking out, going to the store. He definitely in it. He no way around
He
it.
going to do a show. Yo, take me with you to the show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I used to walk around with my tank top on, you know, letting them know.
But let us be clear, he was in a very, very dope building that they started.
Oh, damn, Jim.
The very,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, you just messed up his hood joint.
yeah, we gotta get it right. We gotta get it right. The very beginning of gentrification, he probably caught the first building. You heard? Now, the question that I gotta ask you is, did you win the sweepstakes for the lottery? I gotta watch it. She's like, what?
Yo.
I thought this was a politician over here. Fuck out of here.
We got Donnell Rollins just walked in the room.
Looking like the Jesse Jackson III.
I ain't gonna lie, Jim. Darnell might get you right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, keep back it off.
Nah, he got me before, and I was super tight. I was on hots. I was on super hots party. I'm a different man now. I love you to death. Party. But I was on hots.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, Jim,
man.
love you, brother. Good
Love
to
you
have
too.
you
Thank
come
you for
back,
having
man.
me. Appreciate you.
Absolutely, we got you, man.
yeah.
We supporting this project.
Yeah.
Jim Jones Presents Byrdgang 2.0.
We in the building.
They got a lot of bangers on this one.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we got some hits, man. Shout out to all the artists. A lot of them, Zeusy, Dilla, Jew, No ID, Yellow Tape,
G-Mims.
Tommy Boy, G-Mims,
Melly.
Flea, everybody, man.
There you
Fabio
go.
on there.
Yes, indeed,
Drama.
man.
Melly.
Illa. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Liddy.
Shout out to Hustle.
There it is. Hey, Dice, good to have you on the show, man. Proud of you, brother.
looking, brother.
I've been watching you for years, man.
Good looking, bro.
Proud of you, brother. Keep going, man. You look good, too, man. Like you eating right, you know.
Yeah.
Jim,
Yeah.
I got to
Hey, yo,
say
hold on.
this.
I lost 28 pounds soon. Copper got me in the gym. So
Okay,
you working
see,
hard.
that's why I said that.
You working hard.
Yeah, I'm in there.
That's
We in
why I
there
said
now.
that.
I'm actually detoxing this whole week right now.
Okay, yo, get him.
Yo, Sway,
that's why-
I was drunk every day since 2015. I ain't drinking 2 weeks. I feel good.
Man, it makes it you just
Goals.
added 2 weeks to your life. How about that? Hey, and before you go,
I mean, you know.
before you go, I gotta say thank you to Jim. I'm gonna play this clip real quick, but Jim, you may not, I don't know if you realize it or not, but you really sat down and you gave us your attention, your time. We got a new podcast called Rap Dads. I'm the executive producer on. And you came out and you sat down with my man and Esteban. And
Yes, love Esteban.
had some really powerful conversation. I know Jim ain't asking for it. I want to play a clip from it, but I wanted to say thank you. Check this out.
Jim Jones, Rap Dads, take one.
First memory of fatherhood.
When he was being born, because I got locked up the day he was being born.
Oh, wow.
Word, had to go crazy on them niggas in the precinct, tell them I'm gonna start a riot. They better check my name. When I had my son, it's kind of one of the things that saved me and put a different perspective on what I thought life was.
Rap Dads
Yeah,
coming.
that's crazy.
We
That's
coming.
the way it's feeling right there,
Thank you,
too.
man.
That's the way it's feeling.
We got a lot of folks that's stepping up to talk about that side of their life that we don't hear a whole lot about. So we appreciate you for that, Jim Jones.
That's fire.
Y'all keep winning out there, man. Don't
That's
let
fire.
nothing scare you. Go after your hopes and your dreams, man. When you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. You heard? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You heard? Remember, I'm gonna tell you that. You heard? Your faith determines your faith. You heard? No, your faith determines your fate. Remember that. You did? It's a few jewels I'd like to give people before I leave out. You heard?
There you go. And we're going to conclude on that note. Thank you, brother. Give it up once again. King Streetz, Dyce Payso, Jim Jones,
Byrdgang.
Yes, sir.
Byrdgang 2.0, Darnell Rollins is up next.